Hello, and welcome to another art challenge drawing session with... Excuse me. Sorry, cough right into the... I'm going to be doing some work on the... some of my old drawings, do some Swordtember stuff, and then I'm going to be finishing up with coloring in some paint, working on some pages, and like I said, I'll try and do some new pages for the comic. I have I'll state some exciting news once again, but I want to wait till some people pop in because no point saying it yet. One second, I gotta get the music on for you. Should we try something different? Yeah, let's put on something different. I can always bounce around, but let's do the Dune stuff today. Groovy. I don't know. Maybe we'll see how this goes. I can always switch later on. Here's the League of Legends. Well, the League of Legends one's nice, but it has so many ones with dialogue, and I don't like that. So, yeah. If I could just remove the ones with... Is there just a way to do that? I think I'd have to customize. So, this is good for now. Okay. Sorry. Alright. One second. Okay. Sorry. Hello, thanks for dropping in. I'm just working on some poses first. Sorry. So this was a character I was working on. I'm also still working on my character model upgrade. Not that one. This guy is going to be my new one. I'm working on trying to upgrade it and give him a different look. Still don't... I might change... I tried to smile, but I might go with something like this, kind of, I'm thinking. But I think I'll have to work with it because it's still looks a little off. Maybe it's just the size that doesn't look right. But I'll play around with it. But yeah, I was just gonna sharpen up the line work for this one. Hang on, I gotta double check something. Let me just see. In the board, matriarch, Crave. Hang on one second. Sorry, 1 second. Gotta do this again. It's invisible. 1 second while I check something. Good. Yep, everything's good. Okay, sorry. Make sure no one had... There was nothing from, like, commissions or anything that people don't want to have seen yet. So, and there isn't, because I'm careful. But I like to be extra careful. So, let's... Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Let's see, what else can I do? There's the Nyla poses. There was the... Let's just use the, where's that one This is good. We can do some poses here. Because I was doing different poses with her. So, with, this is June. This is, yeah, June from my comic. Drawing her in different poses. Oh, hello! Thanks for dropping in! I think the music's kind of loud. Hold on one second. That should be... I think that's... I think that's better. It's hard to tell because on this side it's still... I'll turn it down a little bit more in my... There. Okay, that should be better. Sorry, I don't want to make it... I've been told in the past sometimes it's really loud, and I just don't want to dominate the stream. Cold. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah. Just really quick. Well, I'll wait till there's one more person, then I'll make that news. 1 or 2 more people. Neat. Okay. 1 second. I'm just going to get my self set up here. Get my reference material out. Pinterest. You're pretty good for this. Oh, we could have done that too. Oh, well. Whoops. Of course, I had some good references and then it just all went away. Here's a cool pose. I can give this to, where's my other one actually, though? No. Here we go. Yeah. Because I did one of... This was from last time. This was my drawings on Wednesday. I did one of Richard for Vortex and Glowing together. Like, this is going to be like him like doing this arc with both his mace and his sword. And then I have... whoops. Come on, buddy, stop it. Triplicate, which I made this cool, like... character that's like a she's some kind of, she's an elf, and I made it so she's making copies of herself with a spell. So yay. So now let's do some other stuff. So this one's going to be what should we do? What prompt should I use? Let's see. For this guy, it's a cool... I got this really cool picture of someone reclining with their hand out, so it kind of looks like a mage. Let's see though. That's a good... Swordtember. What are we doing? Swordtember, where are my prompts, Swordtember? Guys, where's the list? Doesn't help if I don't have a list, guys.
Where's my list?
I have one. And this is a different one, actually, so this is even better. There's... Ooh, broken. Would be kind of cool. Or, well, magic is tomorrow. We can do that for this character and make it, I can do a drawing of, McCarth, the, the winter elf in a reclined position, because I've done that in the past with him, and this is a good drawing for that. So, yeah, let's do that. I haven't really drawn him this way in a reclined position. So... Hope everyone's had a good week. I'd say mine was overall pretty good. So, some bumps in the road along the way, but it was overall positive. So I hope everyone had a pretty good week. One second, I gotta get some water. Be right back. Okie doke, I'm back. Sorry about that. Whoops. Still a little loud, but hopefully it's not too loud for any of you. But let's get this back into gear. Okay. Come on. OBS, why are you so loud? There, okay. Maybe it's just certain things are seem generally louder. Actually, maybe he has broken sword, actually, because he's from a shattered dimension, so it would make sense that maybe he's carrying around a huge sword, but it's like only the end of it. Oops. Do 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 do. So I forgot to do this on Wednesday, but I will put in the description when I talk about something I'm promoting. I'll make sure to add in the link to it, because last time I forgot. So it's been a long week. So This is going to be the Cathanoira. He's this winter elf he's a scientist that's kind of been marooned in the corner of his dimension after calamity hit it, but don't feel too bad for him because he's a terrible person, so kind of deserves to be alone. Right? He's a cruel individual that just likes to use science as an excuse to just mess with everyone around him. And he was actually exiled to that spot even before by his own kind before anything even happened. So, let's see. Yeah. He's just. He'll be the main antagonist for Grace Steel Song throughout the story. I think I said that. Yeah, I said it last time, but I figure I'll just state it again. Because he's found a way to influence our world, but only in spots where like extreme magic is happening, or in this case, like the increased activity from the rift that's about to occur is like making it so he can influence our world there. So he's found a place on Earth where he can mess with life, so he's having fun. She doesn't really like that because she's not terrible like him. And he's kind of like the elves of old like Nordic tales. Like he's not your fun like Lord of the Rings, or like fun or even like serious Lord of the Rings like elves. He's the kind that were like almost like aliens, where they were like they just saw us as playthings, like to amuse themselves. And their lifespan was so different from ours that they couldn't even really empathize with us. Whoop. Okay. do 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 do. But was really inspired by like Tim Burton when I was working on this, like Coraline, especially like that kind of stuff, like the Not Mother kind of design, where it's like this. I like giving villains, like, or especially him, like a lanky design. So he's got this like really long spidery body with like thin, looks weak, kind of deceptively weak looking body type, despite the fact that he's way stronger than Richard. So I'm gonna change his face perspective though. I'm gonna kind of make him looking straight up, kind of down and smiling. It's more fun. He's got this gleeful smile, and he's just kind of like looking down and kind of like, eh? And he's just pulling magic out of old weapons and items to make himself stronger, in this case. He found this ancient sword. He's just going to use it to make himself able to do more. And he's got this very puffed up kind of hair. Which actually, I kind of exited. I didn't even realize I found the perfect model for this, and it actually is, I believe Tim Burton has this kind of hair. Or like something similar. So I don't know. It's not quite this, but it's pretty close. Where he's got like this really like... His is a little more curly than this, but for this drawing, this is fine. No, that was right. It's kind of like... It's always fun taking an actual pose and then bending it to like be a character, work for a character. Kinda. Like obviously the person's hand's not this big, but it's a good pose, so I figured why not? Why not use it? there's him. For the this is for the broken. Put that up here just so I remember. I can spell. There, better. Next, let's look for another pose. One second. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Do that one. So let's keep looking. Yep. Okay. So there's a couple other, like... Where's that other list? Anyway. I guess it doesn't matter as long as I'm using a list. It's just weird that it... Nope, here it is. Rift. Okay. Oh, that would have been... Oh well. I'll use someone else for that. Huh. Anyway. So there's... Because there's a couple here that I could do. Like Beast would be fun to do. Because I have an idea for that one. Actually, I'll do that one actually. Because I know exactly who to use. Let's find a fun pose. See, there's a couple. Let's see. This could work. Let's try this one. It's a tougher pose, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I like a challenge. Let's draw. I was gonna draw. Actually, let's draw him. Because there's a couple poses for him that I could do. Hang on. Hold on, this is even better. Yeah. Sorry. Ooh, here's a good pose. Sorry, I found an even better pose for him. Let me change it a little bit. To fix this. Yeah. This is our werewolf buddy, the bounty hunter. He's a good person to use swords with anyway, because he's a collector of weapons, so he likes to keep. Sometimes he just keeps weapons from his bounties. Sometimes he uses his bounties to just trade for new weapons. Let's find a good one for this. It's a beast. And it should be something beastly looking. Really huge and over the top kind of size wise. But it's not scary enough for him though. He'd have something more like this. Something a little more, a bit more menacing looking. Do, 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 do. I think giving it more of a shape like an actual sword sometimes even makes it look scarier. In a way, because it kind of makes it. I'm all for like artistic license with weapons, but in many cases, but if you can actually see it being used for its purpose, it does add to it being more scary. And this guy's all about efficiency over everything else, so. Do, 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 do. I don't think I drew a tail on him last time. It's gonna be more fun if you give him a nice big furry, nice big tail. Got like a Bloodborne-esque kind of tail, long. This will be a fun one once I'm further along with it. This is just the first round, so. Oops, come on, what are you doing to me? Whoops. Ahem. Oh no, please don't say you're doing this new. Bother. Fast. I hate all these dumb apps and why they keep opening up on me. Ah. Ugh. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Very good. Thanks for that. Yeah, this is gonna have fun with this character. Maybe I think if I can tonight, I'd like to try and work on some of the pages that involve him. Maybe if I can get to those. I do want to kind of clean up some of the old stuff and then try and head towards these pages. Cut it out. He's using a tree that he sliced. It's like a post to stand on. Hello! Thanks for dropping in again. Or for showing it. For dropping by for the first time. Just working on some character drawings. Start the night off, and then I'm going to move on to comic book work on the comic. This is actually a really good pen. I'm using someone made a brush pen. I always love these because my pen. I love my Pentel brush pen for when I'm drawing, just doing life drawings. So. Maybe I'm kind of make his hair standing up. Maybe because he's in hunt mode. He's kind of like a dog. He's agitated. So. But yeah, he wears mostly like his military garb from his service, and then he still uses the skills he learned there to enhance his hunting abilities. And I did say he's the more pragmatic of the two of them. It doesn't mean he's not a beast. He's very savage with his attacks when he does attack. Like you'll see when I get to the pages with him, and he squares off against Richard, and if it wasn't Richard that he was fighting, that person would be in a lot of trouble. I mean, even he proves to be a tough foe for him. Not impossible, though, because Richard's really skilled. But it's not like it's an instant victory, either, so... Fun to draw. I don't usually draw canines, but I've been working on him. Really has pushed me to learn more about that. Because he's like your classic, like old school B-movie horror kind of a version of a horror film kind of version of a werewolf, where he's more of a lycanthrope than than just a full moon werewolf. He gets stronger. I think I said this last time, but he gets stronger during full moons. But he's able to shapeshift into a werewolf whenever. So I guess more like a Skyrim werewolf. I don't remember if they got stronger during full moons, though, but he does. Fortunately, they don't run into him the first time in a full moon, so... He's still tough, but he's not as scary. Try to make the ripped clothes look a little different than his fur, because otherwise it all just blends together. Sorry, this one's taking a little longer, I know, but I just want to make sure it looks nice, because I am going to color over these and add them to their character sheets. So. I'm happy with how this one's coming out so far, though. I like the tail. I am a fan of like long. Kind of makes me think of. I have been like zipping through slowly, or slowly progressing through through One Piece, and there's a tribe of animal people, and they turn into these beasts. They're already like half animal to begin with, but when they look at the moon, they turn into like a more beastly version. And there's a rabbit and a wolf one, and both of them get really like flowing. Their hair turns, all of them turn white, but theirs are like, their hair becomes even more like flowing, and I love that look because it makes me think of like Bloodborne. So that's why I thought for this it'd be kind of fun to give him that kind of like longer hair. But giving him a long tail to begin with is, I think, it's just fun. Do 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 do. Yeah. Did you see my? I was gonna just for Beast draw the pixie girl, but because she's more like brute force than even him. But I thought for him it would be just so much fun to draw him because I haven't drawn him in a while, and just drawing this like more primal form of himself, where he's kind of just like perched up, waiting to strike, with all of his hair like on edge. I just thought that would look kind of cool, and I think I'm pretty happy with this. I can refine it a little bit more later, but I'm really liking how this is coming along. So I think I'm ready to move on to the next one. So let's clear. Don't worry, I'm not deleting those. I'm just disabling the layer. So let's see. Well, that one's kind of cool too. I forgot something. Okay, let's find another. Curse would be kind of cool. I'm glad I didn't. Sever is one I didn't do. And that's an older one. Wither. Ooh. That would have been even better. You know what? I'm gonna change what that one is. That one could have been the a Sever. That could be Sever, because he could be oops. he's so fast that he knocked out the tree and just zipped where it was. That looks like it's gonna fall on him. Let's go the other way. Oh no. You know, there's no rules anyway. I can do more than one if I want to, so. But that's fine too. I think that's kind of, I kind of like that fact that he's so fast that he kind of just like, he kind of just zipped in so quick that it didn't matter. That. Like, isn't there a warp one or a? There's time. Stratum, ocean, dreams, wings. I'll say sever, or like he could be for gear would have been the best for him, but I have a better idea for that. Since that's the last prompt, I'm gonna have someone just decked out in swords. And maybe it'll be all the swords from Swordtember on one person, like Richard just summoning all of them at once. That would be kind of cool. But, so... yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to think if there's something better I can use for that though. Like, well, you know what? I'll keep this one as Beast. 'Cause I like it as Beast. So, and then. We'll do like where's a good one for like Meteor would be a fun one to try, and I think for Meteor I'll just have someone, yeah, this I'll do something kind of like, I have an idea. I know how to use for a Meteor. My buddy, my original guy, of clay, will be riding it like a riding a huge boulder, like a rock that's falling at an incredible speed. So he'll be like using it as a... And what should we be doing for pose? There's a couple cool things I could do, but I think I'll do this. Or this hand will actually be down here holding the rock. This arm will be behind him, getting ready to use using a sword that he's crafted out of diamonds. He may be quirky, but he's not to be trifled with. He's quite powerful with his abilities. Let's see. Yeah, with his Spriggan abilities, he can take a really hefty hit, so it allows him to use more, like, extreme magics or extreme uses of his abilities, because he can use their durability and their just ability to pull themselves back from the brink. So, like, where most creatures would perish from something like this, he could just, like, pull himself back together and be fine. Which is really useful when you're fighting against the winter elves, which are, the winter fairy folk, who are almost, because it's not just elves, it's other things like other creatures that of. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to include in there. Probably things like not giants, because, well, maybe there might be some types of giants in there, but other, like, dragons and other fantasy creatures that view humans as just, like, lesser. Make him enjoying this, though, because he's maybe powerful and extreme in this situation, but it still would be fun to have him smiling. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just working on this guy. Pretty soon I'll get to moving on to the, I'd say like another 20 minutes or so, and then I'll work on the comic. I just want to... See, drawing stuff like this, it really helps studying the human form a lot. Because even... I'm using reference, and even then, like, well, to a degree. There's a character on... I just used the, a pose for the idea, kind of making the pose different because of the position that he's in versus this model, which is a woman. She's in this pose, but I figure I'd use this pose because it's got really cool energy, which is perfect for him. kind of like... just change where things are a little bit more. Kind of fix them. I like to work on the fly, kind of. If it's wrong, I just adjust and move forward, kind of. Because I don't want to lose the energy of the pose. So I'd rather just be wrong partially and fix the anatomy around what I want versus starting over. Which, I mean, sometimes I do, but typically I try and avoid. Yeah. Yeah. Because clay is an example of a human that got exposed to some of the rift energy that from one of the previous invasions. Because he leapt into a battle in an area where there was one, and it merged him with a type of fae called a spriggan, which is like these beings that are like nature entities. So, and they're highly durable. They can be knocked down many times and they come back, and they're in Skyrim, and they can be taken out like 7 times, I believe, before they actually fall. So like, I'm just using that as an example of like, they're just, it makes him so he's essentially like a walking juggernaut, essentially, in a way. Like, he's much like a werewolf. He can just take a beating and still keep coming. But unlike the bounty hunter werewolf, he's more aligned with the main characters. So he's friends with Cole, who's that's Grace's brother. So I'm thinking about having him show up eventually. I don't know where, but it would be fun to fit him in too. So do 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 do. He found these magical stones that help him focus his magic, because before it was a bit chaotic and would constantly just be out of control. But these special, like the special material that he found helps him just keep himself keep this wild magic under his control, so he can do incredible things like this. And oops, I'm hiding him. There. But unlike Cole, he's a lot more positive. He's a lot more outgoing kind of character. He likes to be outdoors. He's an adventurous type. Due to his durability, part of it's due to his durability, but he's always been like a dive headfirst into certain situations kind of character. Well, that's how he got into the situation with his mutation, is that he dove into a battle that many people wouldn't have thought was a good idea, but he didn't care because he knew there was people that needed help. So he put himself at risk, and ended up saving people, but cost him part of his humanity. Well, it's human form, I shouldn't say his humanity, because he's still a good person. Even though, much like Cole, he kind of, with the goatee and everything, people think he's a villain at times, so kind of annoys him. He's like, I'm an ex-soldier, and he's constantly getting mistaken for like some kind of troublemaker. It's like, stop treating veterans that way. No, he's a good character. He's what started the comic. Is my first attempt at the comic, so having a little difficulty here with him though, due to the might just do that because of how it's. Maybe not. I have an idea. Hold on. Before I move on, I'm going to do one thing with him really quick, just to make sure that when I redraw him, that I remember. I kind of goofed this up a little because I went a little too high on the hip there. This leg should be more like this. This arm is okay, but probably if I want the hand there, or like kind of like that. I feel like more like he's controlling the with the hands more expanded out a little bit, but that doesn't look right. So I'll kind of make it like so it's like above instead of being like right below. It's not actually touching the boulder. It's like right above it. And he's kind of like just like blasting magic into it from a higher spot. Like that. Yeah. Like I said, he's like surfing it, essentially. So I'll just add a little bit more mass to it, change its shape a little bit. It's a giant chunk of hard material, like, so it can be. That's better. I just wanted to make sure it kind of just felt more like it was doing what I want for this. I forgot what prompt this was. Oh, meteor. I'm like, why is this sword made of crystal? And I'm like, oh yeah, because it's a meteorite. So he's kind of like, maybe he's even like pulling from the meteor to make the sword, actually. As it's falling, it's forming the sword. So he's using like bits of it to float around the sword. And kind of like crafting it as he's falling. And I do give him this really wavy hair, like almost like a cloud, almost to be like a ethereal kind of hair from his mutation, changing into a part fairy. So, be fun to even push it further in this one. So, yeah. I think this is pretty good though. He's more of like a boxy kind of build versus Richard's more like he's more like kind of like this kind of build, like stocky, kind of Wolverine kind of more build. So he's not like, he's really strong, but he's kind of just like, his whole body's kind of just like built like, well, like a boulder essentially. He's got the keg chest and keg shaped body that's just like all muscle. So versus Richard being more like this. Richard's got like the body like, it's got like a larger upper torso and the smaller part down here. So yeah, he's a little shorter than Richard, but he's definitely tough as nails. Like I'd say he can take. He's living like a living suit of armor almost with how tough he is. So he's definitely going to be useful in the future, the more as things escalate in the story. I don't know. I'll figure out different boots for him. Might even do like a Miyazaki, like a Ghibli thing of just giving him like really like just big feet, kind of like some of those characters in Nausicaa. I like that though. That's pretty. This is kind of cool. Like a nice. Good example of this character and his power. Okay. Okay, sorry. I think this came out pretty good, though. I think I fixed him up. I mean, this still has some anatomy issues, but it's much better than it was. So I'm glad I didn't That's what I mean by don't scrap an ideal until you played around with it from various angles. Because there's still issues with this. Like I need to fix his neck to his torso a little bit more. But I'll figure that out later. Because this is good for now. I can clean it up and get some good, better poses. Like I'll look up some, maybe some parkour or something for this pose to make it look better. Because I'm sure I can find something. But let's see, what can we do next? Let's look in the comic now. So, okay. Comic time, comic time. That's just a placeholder bubble. It's not. I'm not worried about it. Do 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 do. So, yeah, this is just a page that introduces Gale's character. And I just want to have some fun with the tree and kind of like showing that these are still normal trees, but like everything else is kind of super exaggerated. Like this is a crow mixed with a hawk. Or with an eagle. What's it? Hawk's fine. Because, yeah. Two fun personality types to mix together. Okay. Hope this is... I have multiple versions of this page though, so I hope I'm doing the right... I think I am doing the right one. Pretty sure. Let's check out for in one way of looking something up. 7. Let's find out. What's this? Oh, that's 19. So I do have some of those pages. Okay. Why do I have that here still? Sorry, just trying to find something. See, here's... Let's see. I might be doing the wrong one. No, this is rougher, so this isn't the right one. good. Sorry, I just want to make sure I was doing the right one. Here's some more. While I'm looking for it, I'll show some pictures of June. Let's see. Oh, here's another page from right before it. This is right after that other page. Was just not that one. Geese fun. Showing a little bit more detail can help sometimes. Just pushing the mood a little bit more. Just trying to show that she's kind of like a little disappointed. Or she thinks she is. And then she's like, never mind. There. Gotta keep her head shape the same. Do do. I want to make sure I keep her hair the right length as well. It's not too long, but it is. It's like right at shoulder length, so I don't want it to, or like right, maybe a little bit longer, but not too much. So I don't want it to be out of control, because maybe I might make it so that when she gets strong, when she's maybe like when some of her magic maybe might affect how her hair is portrayed. So that's why I don't want to go overboard with how long it is, because it'd be more fun having it be like mid-length, and then maybe like when certain spells hit her, it might accelerate her hair growth or something and make it longer. Because magic has weird side effects sometimes. I am trying to think of a cool way for like for consequences to magic in general in the story. Because I kind of do like that in books I read, where like the magic just there's always a price. Okay. So I like this is idea of this ending in a like scepter end, but the only thing that keeps messing with me is like where it ends and like how that would interfere with the guitar. So I'm trying to just be careful not to let the like tuning system or anything get affected by like where it the shape of the guitar of the magical part of the tool of the guitar. So in other words, I just need her to have room to move and tune this while having it be a magical implement as well. Okay. Where her hand is doesn't really work, does it? I mean, she could be. I don't even have to have her holding it like that. I could just have her hand could just be outstretched with it, and like her thumb could be like supporting the weight of the top of it, actually, right there. Like she's just getting ready to play, so she has her fingers kind of like all splayed out, getting ready to play a song. Off about her eye positioning, though. You know what? I think that eye needs to be up. Yeah, that's a little better. Because it was just where it was just because he like, well, still not perfect, but it's better than before. I can still do this, and then it should fit the shape of the head and everything. It's like make her change the shape a little bit, but make it, because it was feeling a little bit big. Like the chin was a little long for what I wanted for her face. It felt more like something that an elf would have versus her, where she's got more of like a little bit of her father's chin and her mother. Well, more of her. Maybe I can make it more round. There. Yeah. Cool. Okay, that looks better. Sorry. Gotta change it. More of a sly than angry. Trying to go for that, so. Maybe like the half, the eye slightly closed, kind of like, really? You sure about that? It's like, I won't stop you, but remember what happened last time you came along. So you could probably do more here and be more useful. You probably could help yourself out more here than me. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Eyes are a little small, but that's okay. I can fix that too. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. Do 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 do. Yuri's just like, hey, I'm not. No It's like, surprised you're saying that after the last time we went to visit him. He's like, last time. It's just, actually, maybe I'll make that up there in the panel, like a box that just says last time. It just shows like her just like looking like that, like, ooh. It's like you. It's like you couldn't sleep without the lights on for weeks after that. It still needs work. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Just working on the comic right now, and just trying to get these pages cleaned up. Let's see, his face still looks off. Maybe that sun's not far enough over, maybe, to show how wide his torso is. Like, he's got these broad shoulders, so. Maybe more like that. There. It's a bit better. Oops. Can't decide on the like shape of. Sorry, I'm trying to just figure out like how this collar's like the. I'll just do that, I guess, for now. I'll change it later. Do 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 do. Whoops. Okay. That's a little better. Got a little bit more cleaned up a little. Okay. 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 Oops. I'll look for another one. Do 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 do. Trying to think where. Oh yeah, there's this one. You can work on this one a little bit more. It's got some. This one just needs a little more. What the? Oh, whoops. Well, that's why, because they're out of order. There. Right. Oops. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this is no good. I'm like this. This texture is good for the wood, but not for the pants. Let's try the water brush. What? Did I select something? Oh, it has to be. I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. It's a little. This brush is a little better. Still has some texture to it, but it's not quite as like exaggerated, so I can control it a little bit more. So I do want a little bit of texture in the pants to show that they're a fabric. What is doing this? What the? What is doing that then? If this is this, this is this. Okay. Weird. Oh, that's the underdrawing. Okay, I see. I see. That makes more sense now. I understand. Except his boots aren't. They're dark brown, not that color, so let's fix that. At least for the yeah, for this part of them. Need to call it pretty soon. It's getting really hot, warm in here, and I think I'm losing focus a little. So I apologize, but I also woke up early this morning, so this is... so... Yeah, just want to emphasize like how hefty strong these boots are too. So show off that. So I did a couple of things today. I'm just gonna get some water and I'll be wrapping it up. So wrapping up this session. Figure I'll yeah. So this was really fun. I did a couple of really. I got a little bit of work done in the comic, not as much as I hoped, but I can do more off like I said, and try and move forward that way. Because it's... Oops, that's not it. Here we go. So I did a couple, got some work done on him. Like another, he's like doing it like this, like he's for the meteor prompt. So got him like just blasting down at full speed, just about to cause a huge impact with this spell. He's dropping this huge meteorite. And he's making a weapon out of it as it's falling into grating. So. Okay, and then there's oops, that's the rough for it. Then for Beast, I drew the Bounty Hunter character. For, I guess, Sever was what I was thinking, because he cut the tree. So he's got this monstrous old tree. He just like cleared the top of it off. And then yeah, I give him this cool long tail, and he's gonna have like just push it as much as I can with making it all poofed out, and he's really like just in feral mode right now, but like still able to be a calculating fighter when it comes to like just thinking out like what's the next move that will be most advantageous in the fight, because he's a very careful, methodical person. Yeah. Okay. And then I have the final one, which was, I think, oh yeah, broken, which was my, in more ways than one, the sword's broken and so is his mind. This is, Takath Ben Moira, the, villain of the antagonist, the character who's he's kind of like this human, well, not human, but you know, like he's a character element kind of antagonist, whereas like the nature itself is the main antagonist with the calamity on the way. But he's just a pest who's constantly in the way and is having his own fun. But so yeah, it was really fun working on this stuff. It's sorry, I forgot I was kind of like supposed to be cooling down. Kind of get like lost in talking about these guys because I enjoy them talking about them so much. But so yeah, I did all this. I'll be doing some more of this over the weekend. So I'm hoping by oops, what am I doing? I'm trying to mess up my setup. I'm planning on getting some more pages, the line work finished for them. I'd like to clean up this one and finish up this, like start coloring in like ones like this, because I really like the this one came out pretty good. Like there's just a few like things here and there I need to fix, but I think it's looking pretty good. Like the line art is definitely cleaner than most, so I like how it's progressing. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have some more work done on this, and then I'll have maybe some more poses to do, because those are a fun way to warm up and to like just think of new things to put the characters in, and like it with flesh them out even a little bit more. So thanks for for watching and spending some time here. I'll look forward to the next stream, which will be Wednesday. So or if you go to Twitch tomorrow, I'll be on there for at around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, look forward to that even. So yeah, have a great night and a good weekend, and